Hello everybody, and thank you for joining me once again in this live stream. My name is Eleftheria, and I know I have a big difficult name, but yeah, today we are going to create a flex panel or an image gallery. You will see. And the thing that we are going to do is going to be built in CodePen. I have opened quite a few tabs right here because we are going to use all of them, or I'm going to show you them for instructions and stuff like that. I'm really excited to do another live stream because it's been a while. I think it's more than a week, maybe even 2 weeks that I haven't done one. So yeah, I can see already some of you in the comments. Hi Flutter Explained. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, thank you about the code pens. Alrighty, so I think that this tutorial is going to be a bit big, so I will start explaining everything. I don't want to rush your time. So let's see what we have to do. We are going to create an image gallery. I've already mentioned that. The inspiration behind that project is from JavaScript 30. I really like Wes, he has some really cool projects, so we will try to recreate some of that. And I'm going to explain things in a different way, and hopefully I can help you learn something new, or like contribute in something and make it even better. Let's start. I have right in HTML, the body, and then in CSS I have also written quite a few things. I have written some properties about the HTML, like box sizing, the background color, which is like this one, which is a quite yellow color, and I have a big font size and font weight. If you can't see really well my font size, let me know and I can adjust it from CodePen. And also in body I have like margin 0 and box sizing inherit. This asterisk that we are going to use also later. I have some links in the description box about what the asterisk does, and also about the greater symbol and other symbols as well, as we are going to use them later in the project. And this link, you can find it in the description box, as well as with some other links. Now, as I was saying, the asterisk is for making the styles assigned to the class to be applied in the whole page. Okay? Alrighty, so I think that now we are ready to start typing. Oh, one more thing. If you look at the HTML here in the head, I have like the font family, which is Amatic plus CS. And we are going to use that font family in a bit in the CSS part. Okay, and that's it. In the JavaScript I don't have anything. And yep, I think I showed you everything that you have to know. And now we are ready to start typing. The first thing that we are going to do is to add some images. Now to do so, we have to create some classes. I'm going to have 5 images, so I need at least 5 elements. So let's see how to do that. I'm going to have a generic class, and I will have all my images inside here. Instead of using the word images, I'm going to have a class named panels, and in this class I'm going to create, let's say, like subclasses, which are going to be again my panels. Okay, so we want to have a div class, and I will name that one panel, and let's close that div as well. Okay, I don't need that line here. And inside this panel I'm going to create the images, but some words as well. You're going to see in a bit. Since I need 5 of these panels, because I'm going to have like 5 images, obviously you can have as many as you want. I'm going to create it as panel 1, and the other one like under that is going to be panel 2, panel 3, panel 4, and panel 5. But also, because I'm going to have some text, I'm going to create some paragraphs here. Let's copy that. Okay, so this is the structure that I want. This is the structure that I need. So I'm going to paste it 4 more times. Let's check if I have it like 4. 1. This is going to be panel 2. This is going to be panel 3, panel 4, and panel 5. Okay, we do have this. And now inside the paragraphs, I'm going to write some words. It can be like whatever you like. The first one is going to be, hey, let's dance. I like dancing, so yeah, it's going to be, hey, let's dance. And then the second one is going to be, give, take, and receive. Later you will see that these words are going to be next to each other and not one below the other one. Obviously, we're going to do that with flexbox. So experience, and then let's say it today. So experience it today. Don't worry about making it with lowercase or uppercase. We are going to change that also in a bit through CSS. So give it today. And the last thing that we are going, or give all you can, let's make that one because we have that. Okay, so give all you can. So it's different from the previous one. And the last thing, let's say life in motion. I prefer not having very big words because you can see it clearer here. So yep, life in motion, we do have that. And now let's go to the CSS, I guess. Pretty much we are done with the HTML. And here I'm going to have, after this, all my properties about the panels. So for the panels, let's make it min height, and I'm going to make this as 100 ph. And then I'm going to, oops, I need here something like that. Cool. Overflow hidden, overflow hidden, come on. And the last thing is display flex. Alright guys, let me know if you can hear me well, and if you can, probably I can make a few adjustments so you can hear me a little bit better. Now after that I'm going to type everything about the panel, and the first thing is the background color. Let's say that I'm going to use a purple color. And then I want some color for my text. I'm simply going to go with white, and I will change the text alignment. I want it to be on the center, and the align items is also going to be in the center. Oops. Like so. Okay, these were the basic stuff, but now I'm going to show you a few more tricks that are going to help us. And this is the transition. We need the transition to make a few things looking better. And okay, thank you for the font size, I saw that now. And thank you for letting me know that you can hear me very well, because I know that I had some issues before. So yes, as I was saying, with a transition, we are going to add quite a few things here. When I started coding, I didn't know that you can do so many things with transition and CSS and animation. So I have here 2 links. One, it's from W3 Schools, and in this article or in this page you can find a lot of information about the transitions. Again, like this link, you can find it in the description box. So here are some things, like you can add width, height, background, and then combine it. I'm going to use font size, flex, background, and some timing, some durations and stuff like that. You can also find here like Kena CSS3 transition font size. You're also going to use font size. So I found this answer here like really helpful. So yes, let's go back and I'll show you what I mean right here. I'm going to make it like so. So the first thing is the font size. For the font size, oops, let's do it like that. Then you want the duration, so let's say 0.7 seconds, and then you need the transition, the animation for the transition. I've talked about that one before, but we are going to use as our animation the cubic bezier, and this time I found a better website than the previous time that I was talking about it, that you can like change your animation and you can see how it's going to look like. So I think that this side is really helpful. I am going to make a copy of this. It's a bit randomly, I'm not sure how it's going to look. Like obviously it's going to look something like that, but it's a little bit different to see it here and to see it in action right here. So let's just paste it right here, and if we don't like that animation, maybe later we are going to change it. So the next thing that I want is the flex, and I'm going again with 0.7, and I'm going to paste it one more time, the cubic bezier. I prefer here to have a 0, but I think that CSS and CodePen can understand it even if you don't have like that 0. Okay, and the last thing that we want is to have a background and to set the duration once again, and this is going to be our transition. Cool. Let's now go back to the basic and change maybe the font size. I think that I prefer something bigger, but maybe we will also change that later. I don't know. Let's add quite a few things about our images, and I'm going to add the images just in a bit. The first thing that we want is to have a background size of cover. We want to have like big images and we don't want them to be repeated. Cool. The next thing is probably the position, and I want them to be in the center. Let's add the flex, which is going to be 1. Justify content, okay. This is going to be also in the center, and let's align the elements. So I'm going to align, oh, it's called items, not elements. Let's have them in the center, and okay, obviously the display is going to be flex, and the flex direction, it's going to be column. And as soon as I add the images, you will see how it looks like. So for the images, it's going to be pretty simple because we have defined everything here. So now I'm going to create my other classes like panel 1, panel 2, panel 3, and panel 4. But you don't have to add here a lot of things because you have everything here, and because our HTML looks like so you have panel, so you have all the properties here, and then in panel 1 you're only going to have the image. Okay, cool. For the image, I'm going to have a background image, and then the URL, like so, or maybe I don't need that. Okay, I'm going to copy that and paste it 4 more times. It's going to be panel 1, panel 2, panel 3, panel 4, and panel 5. Great. And okay, now I see that volume is too low. Sorry, I just saw that. I will speak a little bit louder, and I hope that you will be able to hear me better. Okay, so for the images I am using Unsplash, and again you can find the link in the description box, and I just typed food and I found some images that I like this one. Most of these images are great, so I don't think that you will have a problem in picking one. You can see the images here. I have these 5 images, and I'm going to copy image address and start using those images. 1, and this is the second one. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and 4 right here, and the last one is going to be that one. Oops, didn't I copy that? Copy image address. Okay, let's paste it here. Alright, cool. Yes, I just saw your comment about using Sass or less. Yes, I do have thought about that, but because most people are more familiar with plain CSS, that's why I'm using plain CSS and not Sass or less or another preprocessor. But obviously it's easy to use less or Sass, and if you already know that, then yeah, really you could do that. Okay, now as you can see, the letters are not very beautiful here, so we will try to change that and make them look a little bit like more clear and clean, so the user can actually read those things. I'm going to use panel and then greater and the asterisks, and I'm going to explain what I'm doing. So obviously panel, as we said, is our class right here, and I want to target elements which are direct children of panel, so that's why I am using the greater symbol. This is what it does. And then for the asterisk, as we said, like the styles are going to be assigned in the whole page. Okay, so all children of panel are going to have these properties. If you want more information about that, you can check again, like this article is from 2011, but obviously these things aren't changing. Yep, let's go back. And the first thing that I'm going to use is margin, and I think the next one is going to be the width. Let's make it to be 100%. And now again I'm going to use the transition and the transform. You have to be a little bit careful when you're using transform and animations and stuff like that, because it depends on your browser. So some things maybe look different if you are on Chrome, or if you are in Safari, or if you are somewhere else. And if you're doing something professionally, then I would totally advise you to check it in multiple browsers. I'm using Chrome, obviously. Okay, so for the flex we want 1, 0 and auto, and the display again it's going to be flex. Justify content is going to be center, and align items it's going to be center. Oops, cool. Okay, we do have that as well. And let's let's also try to change again a little bit the letters right here, because I don't like them so much. Let's add some properties for those as well. I'm going to target specifically the paragraphs, and I want to make the text transform, I think. Yes, I want it to be in uppercase, so right here. Cool. And what else do I need to add? Maybe the font size, I can make it a little bit bigger. I will go with 2 EMs and maybe, okay, that is quite huge actually. But I want to add also the font family. So first, actually, you should add the font family and then play with the font size. As we have specified that in the head, and for anyone that has joined like right now, I can show you that on CSS, not on CSS, sorry, on HTML we have these font families. So I'm going to copy it and paste it here. You don't need that symbol, it's just like that. Okay, and I think that I want these things for now, for the paragraphs, and I like that font family. I think it looks cool. So yeah, let's add first a few things in the JavaScript, and then I will show you how to make it again like a little bit prettier. Or I'm not sure if we should continue with CSS or with JavaScript. Okay, I just saw your comment as well. No, I haven't worked with Blisk browser. How is it? Maybe I will check it later. Actually, it's the first thing that I hear about that. Okay, let's continue a little bit more actually with CSS, and then we will go to JavaScript. After the panel here, and like I have the paragraph here, but I think that we can go and add quite a few more things for the panel, and these things are going to help us with the animation. The animation is going to be written on the JavaScript, but it's going to be just a few lines. So let's start targeting the first child. I'm going to have transform and translate. I want the Y, I want it with capital. I think it's with capital and not with a lower 100%. And let's do that like this so you can see it a little bit better. And it's a good practice to have also a semicolon here. Sometimes I forget about it, but obviously it's a good practice. Okay, now I'm going to target the open active. We haven't wrote that one yet, but I'm going to write it on the JavaScript, so you will see it in a bit. I have again like first child, transform, and now I want the translate Y to be on 0. Okay, I'm going to copy these 2 lines and I'm going to paste it here. So this should be the last child. And so as you can see now, before in these 2 lines we were targeting the things that were shown here, and now with last child we are going to target these words right here. The translate Y is going to be 100, so not minus, and it's going to be again translate Y, and the same is going to be here. So last child. I think that we are okay with this 2. The paragraph, this one is also okay. So let's go after the paragraph and change the pay and child. Okay, so now we are targeting the middle section, and I want to make the font size again a little bit bigger because I think it's again small. I'm going to target it, and before I made it like 2 em, so it was like the words here, and I'm going to double that one, so I'm going to make it 4 em. I'm not sure about the color, it's white and it's not very visible. Maybe I can change it to, where is white? Okay, maybe I can change that and make it, let's say, blue or purple. So it's going to be a little bit better. Okay, maybe I should make it even bigger. I don't know, we will see. Okay. We're done from that, and maybe the last class for CSS that again we are going to use in the JavaScript is panel.open. And let's make it flex 5, and that's it with the CSS. I hope not that I'm not forgetting anything, but even if we do, we will find out pretty soon. Now in the JavaScript part, the first thing that I want is to have the const. I'm going to name it panels, and this time I want the document dot get element by ID, not by ID. No, sorry, I don't want that. I want document and then query selector actually. So query selector all, and I'm going to target the panel, so I need the panel. I remember another time I hadn't add the dot and then nothing was obviously working and I couldn't find that mistake. Okay, I see that somebody else joined me. Hi! I'm afraid that I cannot pronunciate your name, but thank you very much for joining me. Okay, so we have the const panels, and let's continue with the functions. The first function that I'm going to use is the toggle open. Okay, no, I want this with capital. Toggle open. And right here I'm going to have this dot class list dot toggle, and I'm going to have here the open. Cool. I think that we are going okay. And after that I'm going to add another function with toggle active. So again, let's make it like that. And this time I will add the E, so I can target quite a few things. I'm going to have a simple if statement, and in that if statement I'm going to have e.property name, property name dot includes, and in the includes I want to have the flex, and if the property name includes flex, then class list toggle it's going to be active. So this, and I'm going to use again the class list and the toggle, which is going to be open and active. Cool, okay. And the last thing, really the last things that we want to have is have the panels in plural dot for each. And we are going to take the panel and add the event listener. So add event listener. And inside here we are going to have the click event listener. And the function is going to be toggle open. Okay. And I'm going to copy that one and paste it again. So panels for each, and then you have the panel, add event listener, but this time you want the transitioned and obviously here you want the toggle active. Okay. What did I forgot? I think that I'm forgetting something. Maybe it's in the transition. Okay, I misspelled that one. It's transition. Okay, now I think it's written correctly. Okay, and let's see the result. This is what we were trying to do. Every time you click on something, you're going to see it like so, and you can click the second one, and you can click the third one, the fourth one, and the fifth one, and it goes on. You have like this beautiful animation. You can double click or single click, and you can like show your images like that. Really like try to play with the animation, and you will see that you can do a lot of beautiful things. You can change the animation via the cubic bezier. Again, this link is in the description box, and we are using this animation on the CSS part. I'm going to show you right now. So we are using our animation here, the cubic bezier. So that's why you see this particular animation. For me that was a bit random, but you can obviously find something better or something that you like. And it's really important to add also these lines so you can have your things about the other letters, about the other paragraphs. Okay, if you have like any question or if you have anything, just you can ask me right now. And if you recreate this project, also leave a link and I will definitely check it. If you have any question, you can also find me on Twitter and ask me there. I think that was about it for this video. I hope that you liked it and that you enjoyed it. And yes, that's it. I wish you a beautiful day. I wish you a productive, amazing day, and see you really soon with another cool video. Bye!